welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and the AT&T Center. It's an NBA Saturday night, brought to you by ESPN on EA Sports, as we get set for the first of two meetings this season between the San Antonio Spurs and the Charlotte Hornets. As this one gets underway, Jeff, who might they need to be careful with against Charlotte tonight?
And Kemba Walker may not be known as a great defender, but to me, he can be very disruptive. His speed and quickness on the ball can lead to strips and steals, which gets Charlotte out in the open court, which they need because they're not an efficient half-court offensive team.
Oh, they brought it up too slow. That's an 8-second violation. San Antonio. Jeff, Steve Clifford, your former assistant coach, has to be happy with some of his off-season acquisitions. Nick Batum is a real nice pickup for this team.
Yeah, Batum had a bad year last year, Mike. I think some things got in the way of his focus just on basketball. This guy is a very good all-around player, and I think will have an exceptional year for the Hornets.
Stolen by Duncan. The play broken up nicely by Lee. Fires from three-point range. The Hornets with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity. And Nicolas Batum with the bucket. Everybody clap your hands. Curling in, Parker. Oh, he got hit on the shot attempt. Couple of free throws coming up. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Tony Parker could be as difficult a cover on the pick and roll as anybody in the league because he has incredible quickness, deft ball handling skills, and an array of finishes around the basket that is second to none. This guy is an absolute handful in all types of pick and roll situations, and give San Antonio credit. That's what they run.
Gets to the rim. Can't hit.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Parker, the jumper. Knocks down the three-pointer. Tony Parker with 6 points.
Nice follow-through on that shot. Gets the three to drop.
Oh, he loses it. Trying to keep that ball in bounds. Walker, the jumper. Nails it from downtown.
The corner three, it's a short shot, and he knocked it home.
Parker walks it across to the basket. That's good for 2. 1-point lead for San Antonio.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Number 9, Tony Parker. You know, Jeff, Kemba Walker had that fantastic college career. He's been a good NBA player. Can he get to the next level in such a tough league for point guards?
Well, Mike, the thing I like most about Walker is his competitive spirit. What he has to do is become a more efficient shooter. And without people to stretch the floor, it becomes difficult for smaller guards like Walker. And that's why I think Batum's addition was critical for their success.
Lee on the drive to the rim. Nice adjustment. And Courtney Lee with a 2-pointer.
This isn't like the YMCA layup line. This is like real life. As you go in to try to finish, defense is coming over. This is spontaneous. The ability to adjust, contort, and still finish is a special, special gift.
Able to connect. Gorgeous feed. 3.5 gone by in the first, and it's a tie game. Walker against Parker. Williams the jumper. The Hornets with control on the rebound. And Tim Duncan with the defensive board. Duncan on the drive. The two defenders swarm. Duncan's trying for position in the paint. Green against Walker. Leonard on the drive. Throws it down. What a play. And a timeout called here late in the opening period.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Subbing in, Walker bringing it up.
Number 20, Manu Ginobili.
Jefferson fires, able to knock it down.
The assist from number 2, Marquis Williams.
Leonard on the drive to the rim. And Kawhi Leonard with a nice play.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Lots of room there. Parker from three-point territory. So the first quarter comes to an end. The Spurs up by 2. We'll be right back with more basketball here on ESPN after this short break. So first quarter complete, about to begin quarter number 2. A little bit of a feeling out process.
Well, you're right, Mike. You know, sometimes you don't get a real good grasp on how the game's going to go, but it was well played by both teams. Close, competitive game.
Hits the shot. Isn't it fun to watch Al Jefferson, Jeff? He's a throwback. This guy could have played in the 60s and 70s with his low post game.
He played for Kevin McHale in Minnesota. I think he learned the very best from McHale and is now able to incorporate that. The guy has a variety of moves. He has great footwork, but most of all, Mike, when that ball hits the rim, it falls in for him. He's got great, great touch.
Goes to the goal, gets it to go.
This is the type of action we've grown accustomed to in the NBA. This back and forth where the lead change often throughout the game. This is exactly the type of exhilarating basketball that I would pay to see.
Oh, rejected by Jefferson. Diaz trying to get down low. Ginobili fires away from downtown. Lynn draws the double. To the rim. And converts the layup.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Looking to dominate down low. West on the drive. Reverses and flips that one in. Coach says, hold on now, let's talk it over. They call a full timeout. Jeff, what's the coach's thought process right now?
Listen, sometimes a full timeout is used just to try to get your best players some rest. You may not have any technical adjustments. You may not have any set plays you want to go to, but it's just to get your team some rest so you don't have to substitute. Sometimes those bench players stink and you don't want to use them. You don't want to use them, so you just want to get your best players some rest.
Lee from downtown. No one near him. Won't go from outside the arc.
Where's the shooting on the floor? You got to make. They don't have enough guys making open jump shots. That one was able to give them the lead, missed it, and now they're going back on the defensive end of the floor where they're tied and should have been up.
Two minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Lynn finds the wide open look for three. Bang! From downtown. Charlotte's 2 for 6 from the perimeter.
The easiest three in the book, the corner three, right down Main Street.
Takes another shot, able to put it in. The Spurs up by 1.
The assist from number 33, Boris Diaw.
Lynn in possession. Again with the open shot. Misses from the perimeter.
It's a make-or-miss league. If they're to win this game going forward, they're going to have to make these open shots.
To the bench, score the goal and the foul. And Boris Diaw will go to the line. One shot to complete the three-point play.
That's big-time play right there. Finishing the shot through the contact, and now goes to the free throw line.
Batum against Leonard. Gets past the defense. Nice. Jefferson for 2. Puts it up. The Hornets with the offensive rebound for a new 24. San Antonio's leading Charlotte by a score of 28-26. Duncan's looking to set up in the paint. To the rim. Can't hit.
That's good team defense right there, forcing that miss.
For 3, the wide open shot. Bang! Hits from downtown.
I love back and forth games, tight games, because what you see, Mike, is who has the poise and the precision to execute under the duress of the tight, hotly contested matchup.
Lynn bringing it up here. What a dunk. And he just fires it up in the final seconds. And time expires here to end the first half. San Antonio's down by 1. We'll have more Saturday night NBA from ESPN and EA Sports after the halftime break.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Charlotte Hornets are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. The Spurs are within striking distance at the half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track.
Bench points. This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Manu Ginobili did everything but score points in the first half. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
call it league scores. Check out the latest from around the association. We're moments away from the third quarter. Mike and Jeff are ready to call the second half action.
Welcome back to the AT&T Center for the second half. Along with me is Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. San Antonio's in another nail-biter and trailing here as we get set to start the third quarter. What's the key for them to get over the hump and get that lead?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a hard game. These close games, you've got to grind it out, particularly defensively, and wear teams down.
Jeff, when you look at Kemba Walker, he's barely 6 feet tall. Pretty impressive what he's able to accomplish.
Mike, if you didn't have great competitive spirit, you couldn't overcome his size. But because he's a premier competitor and he has very good ball handling skills, he has found a way in this league.
And now he moves around the defender, puts it home with a slam.
You want excitement? You want to see a game go back and forth where the lead changes often in a game. You have that here tonight. This is one fascinating game.
Charlotte's leading San Antonio by a score of 33-32. Leonard, bang, three-pointer. He's averaging 11 points per game this season.
Tremendous balance, follow through, arc, rotation. Wow.
Walker on the drive, in the paint, that's a two. He's 2 for 5 from the field.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
Parker against Walker. Jeff, the Spurs fans so pumped up about this year. LaMarcus Aldridge is now in the starting lineup with the rest of these Spurs.
Without question, he's a tremendous offensive talent and is poised to take over as the first option for these Spurs when Tim Duncan finally departs. But I would be shocked, Mike, by the end of the year if they weren't up at the top of the Western Conference.
Walker against Parker. He curls. That shot won't go.
Hey, they got the ball right at the basket and just missed.
Inside. An easy layup, but it won't go.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
Parker on the drive. Leonard against Batum. Nails the jumper from downtown. He's averaging 11 points per game this season.
What a beautiful stroke. Right down the heart of the basket. Big time three.
Jefferson's looking to operate from down low. Gets the wide open look for three. Bang! Charlotte shooting 44% from three tonight.
Sweet stroke on that shot, Mike. It looked good as soon as it left his hand.
Ginobili against Lee. Looks to the post. Attacks the basket. There's the whistle. Good job to draw the foul. Kemba Walker picks up his second. And LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for the first time tonight. Can't connect on the first free throw.
Stepping in for the Hornets, number 40.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. San Antonio's leading Charlotte by a score of 41-40. Walker against Parker. You know, Jeff, Kemba Walker had that spectacular college career, but it didn't come easy for him in the NBA at first.
No, again, when you're a lottery pick, oftentimes you're going to a bad team who has bad habits and isn't talented enough. And so that's what happened to Walker in Charlotte. They weren't good. And so he wasn't good enough to carry a team, to lead a team early on. He has learned, he has grown, and now we're seeing a fine point guard in Kemba Walker.
Nobody near him, takes the three, and Nicolas Batum with the jumper. Puts it in. He's averaging 16 points per game this season.
That's a thing of beauty right there. The three-point shot, nothing but net.
Aldridge's shot blocked. It's out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. Steve Clippers making a few substitutions. Oh, he coughs up the ball with that bad pass. Now he accelerates, puts it up, knocks it down. And it's a 2-point lead for Charlotte.
This has turned out to be one of the better games of the season, Mike. They're really getting after each other on both sides of the floor.
Oh, sinks the two-pointer. There's a 1-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Here's the screen. Zeller jump shot. Great offensive rebound. Inside to the basket. Parker for two. And Tony Parker with a nice look. Sinks it. Third quarter comes to an end. Fourth quarter coming up. The Spurs up by 2. We'll be right back with more NBA basketball here on ESPN after the break. Three quarters complete, plenty of points, plenty of great shooting. This is as good as it gets to the fans here.
No doubt. This is what NBA fans come to see. They want to see up and down basketball, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
Looking to curl in. Oh, rejected. Green fires with 3 on the clock for 3. And Danny Green with the play from way downtown.
Hey, you kids, look at the technique on that three-point shot. The rhythm, the bounce, the arc, the follow-through. That's a thing of beauty.
Zeller for 2. Rebounded by Aldridge. He's averaging 5 rebounds per game this season. And he's fouled. Jeremy Lin picks up his second foul of the night. And Danny Green will go to the line and shoot for the first time tonight.
Spurs. Danny Green shooting 2.
Knocks down the first one. And Danny Green with 5 points. San Antonio's leading Charlotte by a score of 52-45. Zeller's looking to do damage in the paint. Lin jump shot. Puts it in. 4-point game.
The assist from number 15, Kemba Walker.
Blows past his man. From three-point land. Big offensive rebound. On the drive. Can't get the layup to fall.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Green fires away for 2. Oh, he knocks it down. He's bumped by Parker.
To number 9, Tony Parker.
Changing in the matchups right now. Both coaches trying to make some changes.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Stepping in for the Charlotte Hornets, number 5, Nicolas Batum.
Zeller's looking for position in the paint. Pass intercepted.
They couldn't have picked a worse time to cough it up, Mike.
Inside. Beautiful move.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Defense nowhere around. A three-pointer. Links off the mark from downtown.
A wide open miss, but
Throws it down. What a play.
oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
San Antonio's leading Charlotte by a score of 58-48.
And the run continues, Jeff. Boy, it's getting uncomfortable.
Why haven't they called timeout?
This is shocking right here, that they have not broken the momentum by calling a timeout. This is what the weapon of the timeout is supposed to be used for if you're a coach. Break the momentum.
2 minutes. Lynch trying for position in the paint. Throws it down.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
Parker on the drive. To the rim. Oh,
There's the whistle, and the timeout is finally called.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Finally calling a timeout. I'm glad you finally listened to the Jefferino. My goodness, what took you so long?
Dribble penetration will always break down your defense. You've got to keep the ball out of the paint. You can't allow it right at the basket for easy shots.
puts it down.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
San Antonio's leading Charlotte by a score of 64-52. A good look for two, unable to flip it in. Oh, a ferocious dunk.
See, that's their problem there defensively. They're allowing the ball to get deep in the paint and right at the basket. You cannot defend like that and win basketball games.
Oh, what a play. 3-pointer. Oh, huge offensive rebound. Won't go on the adjusted attempt.
No paint game, no winning. You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
And here's the replay with another look at that spectacular dunk. What a crowd pleaser. Zeller against Aldridge. And this one is finished. The final score is 68-54. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs came away with the victory in this one. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs. the Hornets, put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard was tremendous in this game. He couldn't be contained offensively, and he put on quite a show on his way to being the game leader in points. Apparently, it wasn't enough for him to finish the game as the leader in points. He also had to make every shot he took, and that's worthy of every compliment.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the latest scores from around the association. Here's a view of the Western Conference standings. These are the upcoming matchups for the San Antonio Spurs. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.